Hey guys, welcome to TCR. Sid here, thanks for clicking on the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today I wanted to explain to you guys a little bit about why we started the farm in the first place. How did we get here? When I was 19, before I started dating Mike, I had already met him, but we weren't dating. I was dating a guy who had a little bit of property and decided that he was gonna raise a pig, and they had a few chickens, so I got used to that. I helped raise the pig. I was there for the butchering. I had sort of wet my whistle, if you will, on that idea of living that lifestyle, and at that point is when it really became a someday I want to do this. But not knowing how I was gonna get from point A to point B yet. When Mike and I were ready to leave our little suburban housing development and venture out, we started looking for places that we could have a little farm, where we could be out from the city a little bit further, where we could raise our own animals, because at that point I was so disgusted with some of the food choices that I was only really trying to go to local farmers markets to get meat sources. And I was really trying to figure out how I could supply my family and my very young child with the best nutrition possible. I became, well, obsessed with it. As I do with things, when I get into something, you can ask Mike, when I focus on something, I go balls to the wall and I do it until I do it like the best that I am capable of doing it. So I got very obsessed with this whole thing about being healthy and getting healthy and having healthy food sources. And that's how we got here. We searched for properties, and when this one became available, we liked the idea that we had privacy on both sides, that it had a pool. That was a must for me. I really wanted a pool. Southern California girl, I need my pool. But I also wanted like my chickens like right here, you know? So it worked out perfectly. This place became available and we snatched it up, and it needed work. It still does. We're chipping away at it slowly. There's a lot of conversations between Mike and I of me really not being happy with, you know, just going to the Vons or the Walmart to get our meat and where it was coming from, and the fact that there were so many lies, even with the labels that said, you know, oh, it's been free ranged, or oh, it was cage free. There's a lot of loopholes that they cling to, that they can kind of get away with saying that, even though it's not really that true. So I really liked the idea of us raising our own, processing our own, and being able to sell to our community our poultry. So there was definitely a little bit of a transition period from, you know, getting in here, getting moved in, a few things that we had to fix right away and do right away, to before we could get our first animals. But once Mike was able to check out the pen that was already here, he was like, you can go ahead and start looking for a pig. I came home with a pig like 2 days later, and then we got chickens, and then we were off and running, because there is nothing like having your own farm-raised meat. In fact, I want to do a video on that very soon, a taste test difference between some store-bought, you know, cheap meat that's on sale and some homegrown, home-raised meat that was fed right and raised right, and do kind of a blind taste test. Cook them the same way and see if people can tell the difference. So I do, that is definitely something I want to do, because I'm convinced you can taste the difference. Some people swear it doesn't matter. Some people are like me and think yes it does. I totally think it does. But the whole idea of, you know, wanting the meat to be raised correctly outside, to be fed well, to be taken care of, to meet a quick and humane end. Even people that don't eat meat will sometimes, you know, even leave comments on some of our processing videos or some of the videos that we talk about it, and say, you know, at least you guys are doing it the right way. And I appreciate that, because, you know, there is definitely, in my opinion, for whatever that's worth, there is definitely a right and a wrong way to take care of some of these things. But providing that healthy meat really was important to me, and to know where it came from, to know how it was raised. So I was super happy when we were finally able to get out here and really start producing some of our own meat. And it's been a wonderful experience, and I look forward to many, many more years of it, and growing it, expanding it, making it bigger, taking you guys along for the ride while we do all of that crazy stuff, and just, you know, I love it. I love pushing the boundaries on things and you know, showing what we do here and how, you know, this silly city girl has embraced this crazy lifestyle, and I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you get the notifications. You ready to go back? Have another snack? Yeah? I love my birds.